Welcome to Dynamic Life Perspectives, guidance for a new age. We're going to have a good time figuring out who you are, what you really want, and how to get there. Together, we're going to find your heart. Now, here's your host, the Reverend Rob Lee. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Dynamic Life Perspectives. I am your host, the Reverend Rob Lee. Bangarang, it's good to see everybody here today. Going to move some things around. What's happening on this Monday morning, 7/18/2022? You know, 7, we know all month we're talking. It's assessment, looking, taking things on or whatnot. 18, 1 and 8, the individual mastering and bringing things together for a 9 to make sure that we're able to manifest, bring some things into life, bring some things in here that into personal that you really need, that you want and what you want to do. And you know, a lot of that manifesting is around our choices, things we do, things we're having, what are we doing? And we got fear, we got stress, we got anxiety. So this morning I was looking along. Hello, Ruth. Glad to see you. Michael, good to see you. Bangarang. People coming in this Monday morning, slow but sure, taking it easy, finding out what's happening. Hello, how are you? If drawn, very much appreciate a reading, very needed. Absolutely. And Bangarang, we talk about Bangarang here on the show, meaning what you put out, you get back. Today is a 4. So we have the 7/18 would be, 25, 429. You got a 4, Michael? Is that what I'm seeing? 7, 8, 16, and 6, 22. Yeah, that's the 4 coming off the main number, of a magical number, the 22. You're absolutely right, depending on how you add it up. So we got a new base, and this is where it's, finally made the 60 club yesterday. Bangarang, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michael. Happy birthday to you. All right, Bangarang. 60 trips around the sun. Mine was this year, so I understand how that feels or whatnot. You know what we want to talk about, though? I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to show you this morning. Yes, this is Dynamic Life Perspectives. Yes, we are, everything's not going to center on tarot, but I do have tarot readings, because like it says, guidance for a new age, different things. And when I talked to God this morning, I was a little confused. And let me show you what I got. And so we can go from there. And Ruth, maybe this will answer some of your questions. If not, I'll pop some cards for you. Just be patient. Let's take a look. The first 2 cards that came to me, okay, the first card was the King of Swords with the shadow card being the 7 of Cups. Now, this is all about decisions. I'm like, okay, so we have decisions and we have choices we're going to have to make. And we need to keep in mind how we let our mind affect our choices and how we let people from the outside world communicate about our decisions. So I asked God, I said, God, help me with this a little more so I can understand it. And here's what I've got for today for us to get started, okay? Today we're looking at, and I need you to understand, a very physical world. Things are happening right now. They're happening in the physical world. They're happening all around us that we can touch, feel, do, affecting us, whether it's jobs, money, relationships, whatever, but they're real. They're here. You can touch them. You can move them around. You deal with them on the day-to-day basis. So the first that came up was the Ace of Pentacles. So we're talking about choices we're making in this world, in this real world, not decisions of far off or meditation. Real world that's grounded decisions. 10 of Cups. We're searching for that magical fairy tale ending. We're looking for things. We're all wanting to make sure everything's right. We do need to remember in the 10 of Cups, happiness is there. So what I'm getting is that we're making choices around. We're trying to look and see. We're scared about making choices because we're afraid of the outcome. We are afraid of the outcome. The 6 of Pentacles. A lot of us worried about money. We're worried about different things or whatnot. But as you see here, it will flow. Mr. Bruce, good morning. Glad you are here. Bangarang. Bruce and Bridget, one of the most powerful examples of putting your faith out there and just believing and knowing. Bruce just knows money will flow. He'll always be okay. Everything will happen. And this is something we need to remember, that in our physical world, everything here is revolving around pentacles, 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 pentacles. In our physical world and revolving around this, things will flow if we put our trust and faith in what we know. So what I'm asking you to do here is to remember that in the Six of Pentacles, don't worry so much about what's going out and what's going in. Look at what the flow is. Be natural. Let it go. You're going to need to help other people. We might have to let some money go in order to make some money today. Decisions are going to be made, and decisions are going to be huge in the physical world, and the way we allow others and the way we communicate them. The Ten of Pentacles is here to let you know you can. Some things are coming to an end. New things are happening. Okay? But you can live and finish and have this fulfilled life of happiness, joy, love, and yes, manifesting money into your life. The Queen of Pentacles is here to remind you it's your life. It's your world. It's your decisions. You need to make these choices and understand them very, very well. So when we're talking about this, I want us to see is our world, we live in fear, okay, of choices. We don't like choices. We want things kind of stepped out. I love choices, all right? But it's one of those things where when we have choices, we get so emotionally drawn to whether we've made the right or wrong decision. What I need people to understand is a lot of times there is no right or wrong decision. It's a choice. Make the choice, live with it. If you don't like what happened from it, or the things that come from this choice, you can change them. You can start, make another choice, do over. You don't have to continue to follow down those tracks. A lot of us make choices in relationships, and we're stuck in miserable freaking relationships because we say, well, I can't opt out. Yes, you can. We all can. Everybody can. In places we live, jobs, different things, decisions. When we look at stress, we look at what stress is generally relating to things that have happened to us in the past and decisions we made. We worry about what we did, the outcome thereof, anxiety, things that are going to happen in the future. What's going on? Where do we put them? And where are we putting? You're not looking at the choice. You're looking at the potential outcome. This is life right here, right now. It is okay to make choices based on the heart. It's okay to make choices based on logic and decision. Just take a moment and don't forget we have powerful spirits. We have powerful angels. God, our spirit, our higher power, the mother, universe are all here to help us in making these choices. They're also here to help us in dealing with the decisions we make while making those choices. Let's take a look at that and let's see what's going on. So, Ruth, we'll take a look. I will go ahead and do some tarot this morning, and we'll see what's happening. Choices, choices, choices. Think about it. A lot of times when we're talking to people, when we need something, how do I go about it? What do I do? Life is choices. Life is about understanding that choices do come around and see what's happening. So, Ruth, very much appreciate a reading. Very needed. Okay, let's take a look. All right, I might be getting pulled. We're going to go here. All right, let me see what's going on today. But good morning, everybody. Bangarang. Welcome to the Barefoot Bangarang tribe. We believe in what you put out is what you get back. Reclaim your magic. Once you reclaim your magic, you can find your wings and you can fly. Realize this is a decision. What's going on? Ruth, hello, how are you? A reading very needed. Maybe what you need to hear right now is it's okay. All right. What decisions do we make? Make one, live with it, move on. Okay. Because guess what? If things are meant to be, and a lot of people say everything happens for a reason. I don't believe everything happens for a reason. I believe everything happens because that's life. All right. But there are certain events in your life that we're meant to encounter or to go through. When you make your decisions, some of these are to teach you how to make decisions or how to deal with your failures or your victories or whatnot. What does it mean to you? That's what life is about. Okay, let's take a look here. All right, Ruth, we're going to bring up some cards for Ruth. Let's see what we've got here. I'll do the old swapperoo. Ruth needs a reading. What have we got for Ruth? All right, real quickly here. All right, your light card, the Six of Pentacles. We saw this earlier. Okay, now then, what I'm seeing here is this card was originally reversed. All right, your shadow card, which is the card that comes off the bottom of the deck after I've cut it, is the High Priestess. Is this for you, Ruth, as far as making decisions, as far as looking at what's going on? I'm going to try to bring this up in a different way so you can see these cards and maybe see them a little better. You know, in your physical world, all right, the Six of Pentacles is to remember to help others as though you've helped yourself. All right. In this decision or in this place that you're in, what I'm getting, have you made sure that you've done all that you can do to help somebody else or to help this situation? If you're there, you need to follow your own intuition and your own gut. Everything is not in black and white. Your intuition is talking to you to say, moving on. And here we are with the anxiety situation or the stress. Was it my fault? Was it their fault? What did I do? Where do we go? Okay. Stop, breathe. Realize there are things that decisions we make that we feel like are life-changing. And guess what? They can be. All right. But when you have the strength and you have the power to understand your life can move and change and you can make decisions and move them back, you need to look within and of yourself. The answer is there. What is your gut telling you? What are things happening? We have the Nine of Swords and we have this upside down. So what I'm seeing is be clear. Stop with, there's the anxiety card. Okay. If this is more internal than it is external, you're blocking moving forward. You're blocking being able to go through because you're so worried about it. But what I see here is, remember, sometimes we have to go through a few things and you're going through this more in your head. And what I'm seeing, whatever this is more, you're putting more weight on it than it deserves. There's our Six of Wands. Victory, overcoming, destroying. Make your decision. Don't put so much weight on it. What I want you to do is to understand you're putting more graver weight on this decision than what anybody else that may be involved in. Let it go. And let me tell you something. I do the same thing. I start, even in games or whatnot I start putting way too much stress on the outcome. And that's very important. Lighten up. Okay. Breathe. Make a decision and realize how powerful you are. And that, you know what, no matter what the decision, you're making the best decision that you see for you at this given moment. Bangarang. That's the best we can do. You know, today, all we can do, folks, is the best we can absolutely do. Make the decision from the right place, your moral standards, things like that. But make the decision that's based on what you need and what you want. This is your world, your inner box, your hula hoop, okay? Even our children only exist because of our actions, all right? Yes, you know, I always say, are children supposed to be our world? Actually, they're not. But we love them so much, sometimes we make them our world. And this is where sometimes we have to let them go. We have to let them make their own mistakes. We have to tell them no. We can't worry whether our children are pissed at us or not. Your world is your world. It's okay for you to make decisions based on your needs, your wants, your desires, and where you want to go. Bangarang. That's one of the things I got here this morning. Monica, welcome in. It is good to see you. Good morning, Rev and Tribe. The Tribe all here. We're getting here. You know, you are welcome. Glad that let me know how that resonated. I'm going to pop this up so people know how to get a hold of me. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I did a new one. Here we go. Here, I'll just do that. TarotWithAnattitude.com. DynamicLifePerspectives.com is out there. That's one of the ones where you can find out about my coaching, my transformational coaching, my spiritual guidance, things like that. Find out about my education, where I'm from, what I'm doing. But check out, this is how you book a session or how you can actually reach out to me right now. It's rob.lee@Dynamic Life Perspectives, or you can reach me right here on this website. And let me just go ahead and fly that one by. Okay. That's Bruce, Mr. Bruce, that you see in the room from News Dudes and Tudes at Apollo Travel. I made this up the other day for us on a Nudes, Dudes, and Tudes, but this is my other email, the rob.lee@Dynamic Life Perspective. So I'm going to let that fly, let that run, see what happens, and we will go from there. All right, here we go. Where do we? All right. Oop, there we are. You are welcome. You are welcome. Happy 60th, man. Michael, for those of y'all coming in late, Michael just turned 60 and he got the happy birthday song. All right. There we are. Yes. Good morning, Christina. Glad to see you. Very on point. You are welcome. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Excuse me. That is so myself. I am definitely someone who procrastinates and choices hate change. I tend to stay in my comfort zone. Huge flaw of mine. And you know what? We do. We're so worried about one of the biggest problems I see in this world is called catastrophizing. Okay? Everything is a catastrophe. We have a decision in front of us. The first thing we've been taught by society, by our parents, is look at what could go wrong. Protection, because everybody's been hurt. So the first thing human nature is now is to protect itself. I'm saying that's wrong. What you need to look at is what can go right. Now then, use your logic, look at what can go wrong, and weigh the difference between the two. If it goes wrong, is it worth the opportunity if it goes right? But then here's the thing. We get into stress, we get into anxiety because we're worried about making that decision, so we don't. Therefore, you're living in the world of the negative part of that decision. All right. So you might as well go ahead and make the decision and go, because you're filling your bangering. What you put out, you get back. Once you start filling up your head with this could go wrong, that could go on, I really want to do this, but I have to be careful or whatnot, or I just want to make the right decision. You're living in the bad decision. You're living in that. So you might as well go ahead and make it. That way you can opt out of it. By not making a decision, you never get to move forward and move away from any negativity that is there, or find out that you can learn how to fix it. That's what's going on. Bangarang. God love you. You're not alone. It's so important. I think that's why Spirit gave me this message today, to see what's happening and to find out where the world is, because this is huge. You're not alone. You are not alone in this. All right. Sindal, good to see you. Did I skip somebody here? Yes, I did. Boy, I got way out of whack. Tammy, blessed rising. Yes, I love it. Beautiful soul family. Love to you all. Bangarang. We are here. We are rising just like the sun every day. Your spirit comes alive. It brings out. What are you bringing with it? Priscilla, good to see you. Welcome to the Barefoot Bangarang Tribe and Dynamic Life Perspectives. Pop your question in if you've got anything or comments. Would love to hear it. I'm on about 5 or 6 different channels, so make sure just pop it in once and then just wait. I'll get to it. I go through them all as they come through. Michael, Rob, if time allows, may I get a general meaning reading? Absolutely. It's your birthday, bro. It's your birthday. We're going to go right back here. Absolutely. All right. And this is what I love to do. This is what Dynamic Life Perspective is about. It's combining the real world psychological problems and things that are happening. I do have a master's in social work. I've been doing counseling and therapy. Now I do coaching and guidance. It allows me a lot more freedom, and I can work with people from all over the world, okay, rather than dealing with the state of Florida. All right. But it allows us, I love bringing the spiritual into the scientific. So Michael's looking for some guidance. Here's what I'm going to do. Our most gracious and loving Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, spirits, guides, angels, pull close, pull tight. Michael turned 60 this week. He's looking for just some cards for some meaning, to put some things out there, if you will. Anybody, let the messages flow, open our hearts and minds, and be free to new ideas and new concepts coming from you. So mote it be. Wow, bangarang. Here we go, Michael. Let's see what we've got. We're going to start right here, Michael. All right. Here we are. So, the first card I've got, your high priestess, following your own, making decisions using your judgment, not what the world says is right or the world says is wrong. Everything's not black and white. It's using that 60 years of knowledge and listening down to that intuition deep down inside. You know what's going on and what to do. You know, on your shadow card, what we're talking about here, I look at the shadow card a lot of times because it's not, you have something you want to do. There's some place you want to go, something you want to be, some things you want to do. You need to follow that dream. This is your dream. This is your life. And you don't want to come to the end of your life going, I was always there for other people's dreams, but I was never there for mine. That is what I'm seeing here. Huge for you is to follow your path and to know that you have your own dreams and look at them as a child would and say, you know what? It's time for me. It's okay. It's time for my will. It's time for my desires, my dream inside. I get to look and see what I want to do. We have temperance that comes with this. All things in balance. This doesn't mean you shirk all your responsibilities, but balance is going to be key. And that balance, what I'm picking up, Michael, is for you to remember you're just as important as everybody else in your life. If you're gone, what happens? You know what? I bet you some of these people that are so dependent on you, if something were to happen, if you were in a bus wreck, car wreck, or whatnot, God forbid, okay? But I want you to look at it this way. They'd find a way to move on. They'd find a way. Don't let people hold you back. It's time for you to look at things for yourself or whatnot, where to go and what you want in life, and to achieve some balance. The Seven of Cups, choices. It's okay to make those choices based on what you need, you want. That's what I'm getting here. And finally, we have the Five of Swords. One of the things in the Five of Swords teach us is there is always battles. There will always be conflict, things like this. A lot of this is just in communicating. The Five of Swords, people are using you and attacking you, and you've got to realize you're being used by other people. It's winning at all cost is what I see. And with that, we got this trip you're wanting to take. It's time to move. It's time to take it. It's time to move on and say, this is about me. Be brave, move on. 60 years around the sun. When does it get to be about you? All right. Now is the time. Bangarang. Let me know what's going on. Okay. Have a good one. That's awesome. Great cards, Michael. Great cards. All right. You notice sometimes I'll say and finally, and then I pull another card because Spirit won't let me rest. Spirit says, nope, we need more cards. Let's see what's happening. Sindal, hi, I hope you're good. Yes, please, may I have a reading? Absolutely. You know, today we're talking about choices and the fear of choices and the fear of the outcome of those choices. Sindal, I would ask you, what choices do you need to make? Where are they at? We're living a life of fear, a lot of us. We're like, no, we're not. No, we're not. Yes, we are, because we're afraid of the outcome of our decisions, or we would make different decisions. Think about it. Sindal, in this, what I need you to understand, what we're doing here today is we are talking about understanding where stress and anxiety can come from, the way that we live our life, and in wondering about those decisions. But it's huge for us, okay? It is huge, all right? Let's see what's going on here. Everybody, reach up, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, okay? Make sure you ring the bell, Okay, so you get notifications. I'm on a lot of other different channels, things like that. So make sure you're hitting that bell so you can get that notification. Most importantly, at the end, share, share, share. Share the link. Post the link in your Facebook. Do whatever you need to do. It's okay. I appreciate the help. Sindal. Okay, so Sindal, here's where we're going right here. We bring this up. Boom, your light card. Three of Pentacles. Sindal, this is going to be about communication, creativity, and working with other people. This is about bringing things out of the planning stage in some type of real world scenario, physical Pentacles, all right? And making sure you start putting some feet to your plans. You got this idea, you started making plans. Now it's time to actually start working on them, and it's going to require the help of other people. That's going to be huge for you. All right, the Knight of Wands. You know, look for guidance from an older person, particularly an older male. But one of the things I'm also getting here is you being in control. You have to look at what you want to build. Where do you want to go? What I'm getting is, Sindal, is like some confusion about you don't know where you want to go. And that's going to be the problem. You got to lay a plan, and it's time to start walking forward. If you don't know the end of the ultimate picture, what I want you to do is talk to other people, look for guidance, okay, from somebody that knows how to achieve their dreams, know how to get what they want, okay? Look for that guidance and look for it to come from the outside world. What I want you to understand here is take this, you got the idea, you got a plan, take one step at a time, and that's our choices. Once you start making a step forward, don't worry about the 90th step. Worry about the next step. That is going to be massive. The Four of Cups, becoming complacent. Well, I've done enough, so I'm there. Okay, I've built a good world. You know what? I'm okay if life just stays this way. This card to me, it just is the complacency card. And what we have here in this deck is a mermaid, all right? That's like, okay, outside the water, but I made it outside the water, but now what do I have? It's complacency, it's smug, it's almost like boredom. Don't get there. You have to keep moving forward, you have to keep moving things on. You become complacent, and it's time to take some action. Stop fearing the next. Well, I might lose what I have, but you might gain so much more. And either way, you're living in this world of complacency. Sindal, what I see here is the Nine of Cups. Happiness and joy can be yours, okay? This came reversed. That means you're blocking it because you're stuck. You're not moving forward. Is it the choices you're making, or is it the choice you're not making? I get to talk about my wife. We were going to do a magical unknown over the weekend. We just didn't. We were tired. Things were happening or whatnot. We will be doing one this week in the evening. So another important reason to ring that bell. Okay. But she tells people all the time, not making a decision is a decision to do nothing. Well, no, I'm not there. Yeah, well, then you got to do something. You got to move. All right. And that's what's going on. We're becoming stagnant because we become complacent. Everybody, we're starting to live this life for some reason. I don't know. And I see it happening all around me that if I'm not hurt, I'm not hurting anybody else. If I get my bills paid, I don't need to look for anything else. I'm complacent. I don't want, I'll deal with a crap job. I'll deal with a crap spouse. I'll deal with a crap partner. Okay. Because overall, we're okay. And you know what? That's no way to live life. That's the reason we're not getting to the happiness and the joy that we seek. You have to focus on what you want. Movement is needed. There is absolute movement. And what I'm seeing here also, it just hit me. Don't focus on the past so much. Okay. The past is where we're at. Other decisions have been made, things like that. But guess what? Today's a new day. It's over. It's done with. All right. We have to live today. We let past choices affect us now. Stay focused. Movement is needed. Movement is needed to determine. This is a huge card for you, the Chariot. 7. Assess. Take a look, but it's time to move. You can't. And the biggest thing I always get, 7, the Chariot, is one of my favorite cards in the tarot deck. It's about focus. It's about understanding where you need to go, making a decision, and not letting the outcomes or the possible outcomes sway you from making that decision. And we have here, look what keeps coming up for people. The high priestess. Follow your heart, follow your gut. Follow, you know what's right, you know what's wrong. Stop listening. I'm really getting the whole thing of hearing other people coming from the outside. Two of Swords, make a decision. It's in the mental. It's okay. Right, wrong, or indifferent. You're not in the greatest place, so you can either stay there, but it's time. Close your eyes, let logic go away, listen, feel, know, and say, you know what? Where do I need to go? And make your decision. That's what's there. A lot of life is based on us making decisions. So, bangarang, go make this happen. Live your life. Understand there is happiness, there's peace, there's love out there. You know what? There's laughter in mistakes. There's laughter when we live our life, not in a life of fear. When we make choices and go, oh, that one wasn't the best decision in the world, but I get to move on and I get to fix it, what I learned from it. But at least I'm not where I was. See what I'm saying? That's what we have to take a look at. That's where we need to be. It's going to bring more peace, more solemnness, more fulfillment, and more happiness into your life. Stepping outside of living in a world of fear. Every choice comes with a consequence. How we react to that is what the lesson is. We are in the school of life. Tammy, very well put. Write that down. Again, you know what? If I can, I'm going to bring up my a Word document so I can grab that and make sure that happens. Okay, because I love that. I don't know if I can copy that. All right, do me a favor, send that to me in a text. All right, you know how to get a hold of me. I would appreciate it. That was great. Listen, folks, we're all here for this. That's why we're here. That's why you're here today, is you need to hear some news about your choices and find out what's going on. Very true. And hearing you put it that simply definitely gives me a new perspective on things. I'm a ball of nerves all the time. Sometimes on things that are rather small. Guess I have to remind myself that there's a bigger picture and try not to let the little things get to me. Thank you so much. Very appreciated. Ruth, you are welcome. And one of the things is I want you to know things sound easy. It's a habit. It's become a habit, and you're going to have to break that habit. And breaking a habit is harder than forming a habit. So your brain is going there and some different things or whatnot, and that's what's happening. But it is okay. And one of the things, when you find yourself doing it, I want you to make statements out loud. Wait a minute. I'm putting more into this than what needs to be. Make the decision and move on. You're right, because once we start overanalyzing and we start worrying about we're being judged on our decisions, and a lot of times we're the worst judges we have. When you realize we're being judged, then we're afraid. Everything's got to be right. We're told in our society, everything's got to be right. And I'm here to tell you, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. We can survive bad decisions. You're going to make them. Start enjoying life and moving forward and seeing what comes next. Happy birthday. Thank you, Sindal. I know Michael appreciate it. May I hear a message from Spirit Angels today? Thank you, Monica. One of the messages, Monica, is about living in fear. Fear of our decision and things like that. That's what's going on. It's running huge with everybody. And maybe one of the things, I know you're so very well grounded, is that you need to help people learn not to live in fear. How do you teach them that? What's your way to show them that? Because I know you generally do not live in a place of fear. It is what it is. And I love the fact that you're so well grounded. Okay. What do you feel you can do to help somebody to understand fear is just an emotion? It's just there. Okay. What do we do? All right, here we go, Monica. Let me see what I can do here. All right, Monica. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't cut. And it's going to be very important for me to cut. All right. So your light card. the King of Wands, where we started the day with. This understanding communication for you is going to be huge in dealing with the outside world. This card also started to come upside down. So the way you receive communication is going to be massively important. Understand that, okay? That's what I really need you to hear is what I'm picking up here hugely. Not every message means what you think it's going to hear. Stop, redigest it, look at things from a different perspective. The Two of Swords. Make your decisions based on the right frame of mind. Don't react, but go ahead and make a decision, live your life. The Two of Swords is about sometimes we come to a halt, and this card came right side up. So there's something you're looking at or wanting to move on. What's best for you? Listen to the input that's coming in from other people, digest it, find out what's needed. The Ace of Cups, don't, and it was reversed. What I want you to understand, don't block your own happiness because we're afraid out of fear, okay? Don't block the beginning of something new. What's going on? I feel like something new is in the works. Some things are happening, and there's something you're trying to make a decision on, The Fool, right side up. Make the journey, make the trip. Look at this. Every day is a new day. Another trip around the sun. Michael, you got a new trip around the sun. You, Monica, you're getting to make decisions today based on what you want and what you want to do and things like that. This is going to require a lot of what makes me happy, what makes somebody else happy. This is going to be big. The Queen of Swords. All right. Again, upside down. What we're looking at is your internal. Talk to yourself. Listen. Understand what's going on. Communicate. Understand that you want people, be very clear when you're speaking to someone today about directions and what you want and what you need. Also, slow down, be clear to make sure you understand their directions. I just got told, make sure you're repeating it back. When I'm working with somebody in a session, a lot of times we'll stop and say, okay, I'm with you. I think, let me tell you what I've got, and you tell me if it's right or wrong or not. Good communication, because I don't want to assume anything. That's going to be huge. So the Moon, all right? There's something that's being hidden from you right now, okay? There's something you don't see, so don't assume. It's going to be very important. That's why the swords are coming up for you. Communicate. The Moon urges us to use our intuition, but there's a missing fact in the decision that you're trying to make. Talk about it. Find out what's going on. Listen. Use your idea. That's the big message for you in the communication and in this decision. Make sure you're listening. Make sure you're looking, read between the lines, okay? But then verify what you're feeling, what you're hearing, because that's going to be important. You're going to make a decision and you don't have all the information. Bangarang. But it's there. It's there for you to find. That's what I'm seeing, okay? Ruth, telling Michael happy birthday. Lisa, hello. Glad to see you. Welcome to the Barefoot Bangarang Tribe. Bangarang. Happy birthday, Michael. Sindel, I applied for a supervisor position. There's 2 posts. It is internal in the company. Please advise, will I get it? I have anxiety about it. Why do you have anxiety about it? That's my question we're talking about. Actually, this question's been asked and answered, okay? Will you get it? Have you done everything you need to be? Have you done, deep down inside, okay, whether you're going to receive this promotion or not, okay? That, do you deserve it? Do you need it? Have you done the work? Have you done there? Or are you just doing it because you feel like you put the time in? And then there's no need to fear. Are you gainfully employed? Is it going to cause you why are you fearing the decision? You're like, well, I'm not. I'm just, anxiety is that anxious, worried about whether you're going to get it or not. Here is the key. See it, be done, manifest it. I got it. Make it work. Then, okay, it didn't work. I'm not so upset. I move on. I wait for the next position or whatnot. Pendulum. First of all, I ask the pendulum to only be manipulated in and of itself, and nothing of the darkness can affect us or answer. I'm asking only beings of light, happiness, God, spirit, the mother, universe, things of well-being be allowed to give us an answer. Pendulum, will you work with me today? Yes. Sindal's looking for the answer of, is she going to get this supervisor position? I got no, and I got but it was a very slow no. It didn't just jump out. What I'm picking up is, I think what might happen is it's going to come down between a choice of you and somebody else and your experiences versus theirs, or your interaction with the boss and other people might play a role. Let's find out what's going on and let's just ask, okay? Don't fear it though. You keep trying, keep moving. That's what they're going to see. And what this might be a test from the company to see how you handle rejection. I have been involved in very large corporations as operations managers, things like that. Let me tell you, we will reject somebody because we have a better idea from the job they've applied for. All right, to see how they handle that rejection and how they deal with it. Okay. It is one of those things because we have something better in mind. That is happening. That's what's going on. All right. Let me see what's happening here. Let me bring out some cards for you. And let's just ask about this supervisor job. You know, Two of Swords, what they're going to be looking at, there is a hang up in the decision. And the decision is you. Are you ready to make decisions? Have you shown them that you can make these kind of decisions? That's going to be what I'm getting. And then the Nine of Swords. I don't see this. You're worried about it so much, you're generating a possible no answer. Stop it. Okay. Let's see where we go from here. Judgment. This is saying there's change coming. There's you. To get this, you're either going to have to change something about the way you deal with people, the way you look at people, the way you're working, or there is some type of change coming. Now then, what I'm getting a lot of upside down, and then the Nine of Wands. Whatever happens, you got to keep moving. I love it when the cards and spirit verifies through the cards. The Nine of Wands is about in you. You've been here before. Keep going, keep working, things like that. What are you looking at? And the King of Pentacles, again, upside down. Someone else is in control of this. It's not all on whether you fit or not. There's another decision maker at play, and that's what's going to come into Five of Swords. There's some kind of conflict going on in and around. I think that's where we're getting the negative answer. Because of maybe getting involved in some things with other people or whatnot. There's choices. Are there more than one person making the choice about this job? Okay. There could be a conflict about who wants who. That's one of the things I'm getting. Weigh it out, because the no was very slight. The no was very slight, which means you might be rejected at first, the other person fall through, and then you get it. Okay. So I want you to understand that. That's why don't live in a point of anxiety. Put in for it and get it. Put in for it and get it. I was a cop for about 14 years, long time ago, way back in the 80s, early 80s. Okay. And at one point, I was senior officer of a police department. Okay. And they came up with a sergeant's exam, and they were going to make a sergeant. All of a sudden, the chief called everybody together, and they're like, nobody's putting in for the sergeant. And they're like, well, Rob's got it. He's senior. And he's like, Rob hasn't put in for it either. And I'm like, guys, y'all are letting my decision on whether you put this in. Now, this is when I was younger. So it's still some great insight. I stopped. I talked to my wife. I talked to people. It was only like a $1,500 a year raise. And I'm like, they're not paying enough for that position. I'm not taking it. I'm not even applying for it. So some people that knew they couldn't get it went ahead and applied for it and left the chief with little options. And what was funny, I told everybody, within 6 months, you will come to me and say you are sorry you took this position. Everybody that took it, it was the most turned over position in that police department. Not every promotion is a good thing. Okay. It can bring about bad things. So that's why just let it go. In this, trust spirit, trust God. Sindal, allow universe, allow your higher power to work in your behalf. And let's see what's happening. Bangarang. That's what I got. Priscilla, good to see you. Welcome in. Bangarang. Glad you are here. Everybody hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell to make sure you're getting notified when we're on live. I'll be back 9 o'clock sharp tomorrow morning, and we'll be doing this again. But we got other things coming during the week we want to see, and I want to have you all there. Make sure you're there. We do a lot of unannounced things, so make sure you're doing that. Also, you can go to Tarot with an Attitude, the page on Facebook, but there's a group. Go join the group. But please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, then ring the bell, okay? Priscilla, may I please have a reading? Absolutely. You know, let's get to this and what's going on. I'll get right back to you. You know, Monica, I can totally relate to this today. This is what's going on. Fear is a massive thing. Why do we worry? You know, it's fun to us, you know, I'm a millionaire or a billionaire, no, probably a multimillionaire every week. And you're like, what? And I know Bruce is going, what the hell? All right. Because I play the lottery. And every day I think about what I would do with my millions. And I'm living like a millionaire in my head. Oh, I do this. I have these grand plans, dreams. Oh, I'd help this person. I would give this person this. I would help this business start. These different things, okay? And you know what I thought of one time? If nobody ever checked their ticket, we'd all be millionaires in our brain, and we'd be living a more successful life. Do you live it? Or are you wishing, oh, if only I could hit, I could get out of this? You know what? Stop living your life that way. Let's see what's going on. Priscilla, here we go. Let's see what we've got for Priscilla. I am being told, yes, I am being told to grab another deck, Priscilla. It's being pulled on me. I am getting a huge pain in the left side of my head. Why is that, Priscilla? What's going on? Is this worry? It's in the front part, right here. So I'm trying to figure out why that would be. Let's see what's going on, Priscilla, and find out. Is this stress? It's almost like I want to see something. Yeah. What's the worry? Because I'm getting like a furrowed brow. That's what I'm seeing. And there's a spirit that's spinning around, which means I'm dead on. What's happening? What's going on in your life? Pop it in down there. Let's see where we're at. Where is this pain coming from? What is going on? I don't understand it. Okay. And literally, I don't. So everybody book a session, tarotwithanattitude.com. I only do an hour. Okay. It's the way it is. I'm thinking about trying some other things and seeing what we can do with y'all picking a reading, putting a bunch of different readings up and then paying for that reading, and I'll send it to you electronically. Let's find out what's going on. That's what I'm thinking about doing. But Priscilla, may I please have a reading? A lot of my tribe's wondering, like, he hasn't had his coffee yet. You know what? I had a cup before. I went to make it before I ran in, and my Keurig was out of water. It went on an auto shutdown, and I couldn't get it done in time. So that's the reason I was 2 minutes late getting in here, trying to get my coffee. But isn't it wonderful? Mindfulness can work with anything and everything. And I've got some things I'm concentrating on. So Priscilla, I will use that. Concentrate on you and your picture. And let's see what's happening. Priscilla needs a reading. Let's see where we're going. Let me see, 927. I'm behind a pretty good bit. So I'm going to have to pick up the pace here a little bit. Priscilla, justice. Karma is at play here, girl. Whatever's going on, karma is at play. The 7 of Wands, stand your ground, understand this is something to do with you're dealing with some ramifications, because this card was reversed. You're dealing with some ramifications of some past things, of letting people kind of get over on you, or maybe taking too hard of a step. Let karma play its role. Don't get so worried about it. Everything will happen for a reason. Let karma go. Don't fight it, and find out what's going on. But there's something you need to know and stand your ground on, and that's okay. Victory is yours. Victory will be yours for the claiming, and whatever this situation is, don't get so caught up on it. See it happen. See it work. See the victory stepping through it and that you're going to be okay as though it were a memory of something that has already happened. That's how you're going to manifest it. You're going to be okay. Everything's going to work out. It's going to be in your desire, your will, and some of those things will come about. Your inner strength is going to be needed. This is about your strength, your inside strength. Sometimes we got to let the beast loose. Sometimes we need to chill. And what I'm getting for you right now, let some things go. Stand your ground, okay? Know who you are. You don't have to be in a fight all the time. Because again, remember, I am going to say this card came upside down. Don't be in such a hurry to stand your ground. Go with the flow. Let karma do its thing. Victory's coming. Use your inner strength to go through it. And that's what I'm picking up, is you're going to need that strength to be able to let some things happen, to let karma take care of some things. That's what I have for you. Let me know. Bangarang. That's actually great. It's hard. It's easier to fight a lot of times than it is to let things happen and to let spirit, let God, let those things guiding in your life. You have a lot of spirit guides around you, and to let them help you and push you in the right direction. That's what I'm seeing. Bangarang. Let's see what's going on. You're welcome, Michael. Glad to see you. I had a great and insightful time on your live. So glad I tuned in. Definitely followed you. Good. Thank you very much. Always glad to see the tribe grow. Happy soul. Hi, how you doing? Bangarang. You are welcome. Will I have a fight with Anushika? Big fight or small fight? You're going to have a fight. Okay? I can tell you right now because you're already set for it. You've put that in motion with your thoughts and everything else. So yes, you're going to have a fight. The size of the fight is going to be kind of like what I was just talking about with Priscilla. Okay? Where you put your energy. I don't even have to go to the cards. You are putting your energy in there. You're looking about a fight. You're here. Your question did not come forth of, how do I avoid a fight with my friend? How do I avoid this fight? How do I make things go? How do we make things better? You've already put that motion, and that's important. So remember, part of this fight, bring on you. Now, you can step out of the fight. You can stop the fight. You can say, you know what? It doesn't matter. What are you fighting over? What's it worth? Where is it at? This is the fear I'm talking about. This is our fear in choices. What are we doing? How do we feel our outcomes coming? People want to use tarot a lot of times for a cheat code. Okay, tell me, you're not living your life. Tarot's there for guidance. I use tarot to help me understand God's message. That's exactly what I have. The message from the universe, the feminine God, the masculine God, to help me communicate with my spirit guides, the angels that are here. But once you say, well, I have a fight with Anuksha, big fight or small fight, you've already opened the door for that. Now, it's going to be up to you of how you control it, how you handle it, or whether you contain it or this ruins a relationship. That's up to you. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What does Happy Soul need to know in order, fighting's not good, move on, let it go. It's in your desire, your will. This is going to be however much effort or energy you put into it. This fight is coming. You can either walk away from it or go. Somebody comes up and spoil them for a fight. My parents fought like cats and freaking dogs, and it was bad fights. It was horrible fights. But one of the fights when my mom, and it was not one person's fault, they were both just at each other all the time. And I will tell you this. One of the time my dad exercised some self-control. My mom came in brewing for a fight. He reached over, kissed her on the cheek. I remember it, and just said, whatever it was, I love you. I'm sorry. Left no place for a fight to go. This is you, your will, your desire, whatever you want. If you're going to stick your foot in the sand and say, I'm not moving, you're going to have a big fight. 3 of Wands. Move on. Let this thing go. It's in your will. It's in your desire. This is going to be you. Figure it out. Literally, what's wrong with sitting down and going, hey, let's talk about this before it turns into a fight because I love you. Bangarang. What you put out, you get back. Robin, good to see you. Welcome. Glad you are here. Monica, bangarang. Bangarang, bang, my barefoot bangarang tribe. What we put out, we get back. Barefoot, get grounded. Do whatever you need to do. Maybe you're at your office or whatnot. If you can slip your shoes off under the desk, even in your socks or whatnot, and get them on the ground. Feel that concrete, feel the tile, feel the carpet, do whatever, but get grounded for just a second. All right. Remember, bangarang, what I put out today, I get back. Holy Father, please allow me to remember every moment of the day what I put out, I get back. Thank you. And start putting out that smile. Feel that smile. Once you reclaim your magic, and this is part of your magic, once you reclaim it, you can grow your wings and you can fly. That's exactly what we're all about. That's what we're talking about. I got the call back for the job. Second interview is Friday. Woohoo! There we go. My choice is to go with less stress and less money is working in my favor. Best choice I've made. See, there we go. We were all coming. I just got goosebumps. Those of y'all who weren't here, Tammy and I had this very discussion, but in a much different way, okay, about sometimes having that supervisory position, having a better position or whatnot, it's not worth it because it takes us away from our home, takes us away from other things that are important, that are going to make us miserable. So just awesome, Tammy. Bangarang. That's awesome. Let's see what's going on. Sindal, I'm sorry, hon, you're going to get something better. Though sending you good vibes. Absolutely. That's, this is life. We don't get everything we want, okay? Some of those times that karma that's coming around is to say we got to balance some things out here. We got to put some things else. Maybe it's somebody else's turn and yours is coming for something bigger. That's what I see, Already did. Happy soul. I know this is your first time in. Pop a question in once because I'm going through a list as it comes in. That's what we'll do. Sindal, rooting for you, sending good vibes. Absolutely. Sindal, this is a good thing. You're putting it out there. You put yourself out there. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. That's what's going to happen. Keith, good to see you. May I please have a reading? Keith, we're talking here, and everybody needs to understand we are talking about choices, decisions. I start at 9 a.m. Eastern, okay? What I encourage people to do is go back and look and see what's going on. Dynamic Life Perspectives, we're here. It's not just about coming in and going, I want a reading. This is about understanding what we're looking at today is choices and decisions that we're going to make and living in fear of the outcome, of understanding and being proud of our decisions and knowing what we've got and where we're going. That's one of those things. Make sure that you understand, Keith, that the choices are going to be huge today. Look at the beginning of the broadcast, and you will find out there's guidance for the day because choices, our fear of choices, our lack of making decisions, okay, is going to play a key role. So Keith wants to know, may I please have a reading? You know what? What I see is there's something you're not moving forward on. You've got this desire, you got an idea, a plan, you're kind of stuck. You're not moving. Why is that? What's happening? What's keeping you from moving forward on this thing? And what I'm seeing is anxiety, okay? That fear of making a wrong decision. Am I right? I would just like to know that, okay? This is what we're talking about. This is going to be very prevalent in things as you go. Now, here's what I want you to see. Everybody looks right here when this card comes up. But if I were to turn this card upside down and we unblock the energy of this card, Keith, where's she looking? Up. She can see. Take her eyes off of what she fears and feels. And I look at this as water. In the subconscious, get your eye off the fear. Look up. No. Make a decision. Take the next step. That's going to be huge. That's going to be a big thing for you. The Queen of Swords came upside down to tell you you are locking away. Don't worry about the emotions and don't lock away your emotions. Emotions are part of this, but use that. You're overthinking is what I'm really getting. There is way over analyzing going on here, and that's causing a stalemate. It's causing your dreams not to come true. Some things are coming true, but what I'm getting here, the next step, okay, is that we're kind of stuck. All right, get unstuck. There we go. Queen of Wands. Make the decision to move forward, be the power, create the world that you want. Don't be afraid to make decisions. Don't let fear rule your life. And fear comes whenever we have a choice. Fear comes in choices. And that's very, very important. Bangarang. Makes so much sense. Good. I'm glad it does. Thank you very much. Happy birthday. Everybody saying happy birthday, Michael. Good morning, Abo, and bangarang. Glad to see you here. Welcome, welcome. I am awesome today. Thank you, Abo. Doing good. All right. It's Monday. Helping people find their way, find a little bit. Make sure we book a session. I'm working on a way that if you get somebody to book a session, you'll get a greatly reduced discount and make a portion of what the other person spends. I'm trying to play with how I'm going to make that happen. So that's what's going on. Things are going well. Things are going good. In my career, what's coming for me in the next 3 months? Thanks. What do you think's coming? Where's your intuition telling you? What's your intuition taking you? What are you doing to manifest and bring that forward? Okay. What are you doing, to make sure that happens and to see what's going on, So let's find out. All right. Abo. Oh, you know what? Odanola Abud Fatal. How does it feel when people, you announce that you're a troll? You're in here on somebody else's hard work. Nobody's going to follow you. Nobody's going to come to you because of the karma you're putting out. They see you're rude. I have done this so many times. Reach out to me, inbox me, you inbox me. Okay. Let's talk and I'll get you on the show if you've got something to offer. But right now, your spirit is off. You have nothing to offer that anybody's going to want because of your actions and what you're doing. That's just, it's sad. Okay. So there we go. I'll have you on, but nobody ever takes me up on it because they're embarrassed. All right. Or whatnot. They know once I call them out on it, what they're doing. Go do your own work. Okay. Do your own work. Find out what it's going to be. Stop trying to troll and scam and be pond scum. I remember somebody saying that. Okay. I love you. All right. Understand what it's like to need people to call me and to do that. Would never take that step. Okay. But I'll be glad to help you out because karma is a huge thing. Give me a call. Let's talk. I'll do an interview and see if you have something worth bringing onto the show. Okay. Let's see what's happening. All right. All right. There we go. All right. Abo. Here we go. Abo. Let's find out what's going on. All right. My computer's going a little nutso here. All right. Abo. Career. Next 3 months. What's coming for me in the next 3 months? Oh, you didn't say career, just what's coming in the next 3 months. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. I'm going to take a moment. Separate. All right, here we go. Let's bring this up. Abo. Okay, first card. The Emperor. I see some great things coming. I see you conquering. I see you becoming an overcomer and powerful. One of the things I want you to understand is you need to make sure that you're not being distracted by something. You have the ability to complete things. And could this be another person? But it doesn't have to be. The Devil card is here, and it's talking about you have the capability of ruling and dominating your life and seeing some strong things. But you need to be careful that you're not tying yourself to some things. Notice the strings, or that you're being played. All right. Don't allow yourself to be played. Dominate, rule your life. Look at what's happening. Don't let somebody's sweet talkings lead you aside and lead you away. The Fool. Is this a relationship you're thinking about taking? Because what I'm getting is this is not the relationship for you. Okay. Be careful about diving in foolishly, just falling off and not knowing where you're going. These cards are coming upside down. All right. 7 of Wands. Stand your ground. Know who you are. This, Abba, what I'm really getting here is great things are coming, but you have to stand your ground. If you allow something to just please you and go off almost like an addiction, or something to somebody to sweet talk you, pull your strings, yeah, it's not going to work out well. All right. 10 of wands. Put it down. Stop worrying about things. Okay. So you can get to where you want to be. Spirit will bring you the right person. Spirit will bring you the right people. You're going to be able to put some of this to an end. These problems will come to an end, because that's what this is coming upside down for you. The 10, bringing thing to an end. And wands is about your will, your desire, your dream. Don't let somebody pull you off course is huge of what I'm seeing. Follow your gut, follow your instinct, and let's know what's happening. Cup of tea. Hey, glad to see you. Welcome. Bangarang. Glad you are here. All right, everybody. What a beautiful day. Thank you. Remember, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, but more importantly, share. Remember, we are out here. Our life is about making choices. Everything we do is about choices. So you need to arm yourself with it's okay to make a choice. Okay. It's okay to make a wrong decision because I can fix it. We're human. That's what we're about. That's what things are for. We have God. We have spirit to guide us. All right. We just need to slow down and ask. A lot of times we put a lot of that on us that we don't need to put on us personally. If we'll open up, go to the right place, go to our heart, and listen to what God has to say, listen to what the mother has to say, the universe, your guides, God gave them to us for a reason, okay? And make the decision and stop worrying about whether it's the right one or the wrong one. Make it, live it, and then decide to change, step forward, change directions, or whatnot. That's what it's all about. Do not live in fear of the decisions you make. With all that being said, take what you want, leave what you don't. It's okay. But leave having experienced some peace, love, and light. Banger!